Okay, so we're looking at equations. Last week we talked about the equations that solved by adding or subtracting. Now we're going to be looking at the equations that get solved by either multiplying or dividing. Okay, so let me zoom in. Let me take a look at a couple of things. When a number and a letter put together, like here, number and a letter put together, that means times. So that's -9 times v, okay? So when two things are put together, that's times. Fractions, when we use fractions, that means dividing. So over here, that looks like x divided by 17. So that's how we write things out. Now, last week, we learned that adding and subtracting undo each other. In multiplication and division, they're going to undo each other. Multiplying and dividing, they're going to undo each other. Here, to get the v by itself, I see -9 times v. So I'm thinking, what's the opposite operation? Sometimes we call it the inverse operation. The opposite of times is going to be divide. So let me divide both sides by a -9. I'm going to divide by the number in front of the x. I'm going to cancel them out. It's not really that the -9 just disappeared, because in reality, that becomes a 1. -9 divided by -9 becomes a 1. In multiplication and division, 1 is useless, right? When you multiply by 1 or divide by 1, nothing happens. So it's not that it just disappeared, it's that it became a 1, and in multiplication division, 1 is useless, so we just ignore it. So v, right, 1v is just the same as v. -81 divided by -9. One thing is going to confuse you, might be the sign. So let me do this really quick. Let me do two negative signs at the bottom and a plus sign. If multiplying and dividing, you're confused on the signs, do this. You're going to cover the two signs that you use, and then whatever's left, it's going to be your result. So here, negative divided by a negative. If I erase or cover the two negatives, I'm left out with a positive, so my answer will be positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. Now, what if I have a positive and a negative? Let me cancel out a negative and a positive. I'm left out with a negative, so negative divided by positive is negative. Like I said, use this little chart if it helps you. If you're confused on the sign, cancel the two signs that you use, and whatever's left, it's your result. Okay, so I know negative divided by negative is positive. 81 divided by 9 is 9. So V is equal to 9. Cool. Let's take a look at number 16. Multiplying, right? There's division. I'm dividing by 17. The opposite of division is multiplied. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 17. I'm just going to cancel them out. But in reality, there is 17 divided by 17 is 1. So it kind of becomes just a 1. I'm going to cancel it because I'm not going to use it, but it technically becomes a 1. Now, on the side, on the left side, 17 times a -9. Let me worry about the sign first. Positive times a negative, right? Oh, remember the triangle, the one that you see here on the left, cover a positive, cover a negative, and you're going to find out that our result is negative. Now, 17 times 9 is 153. So negative 153. Same idea if I give it to you guys in words. Let's take a look at number 17. The diapers cost $5 a package. So I'll go buy some diapers for $5 a package. How many packages did Danielle buy if she spent $25? So I can do the long way. 5 plus 5 plus 5, on and on, until I reach 25. But repeated addition, I know that when I'm adding the same number over and over, that's basically time. So let me erase this really quick. I'm going to say 5 times P by 5 times how many packages I bought. 5 times P is equal to 25. Opposite of times is divide. So let me divide both sides by 5. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. So Danielle bought 5 packages. Looking at number 18. Jimmy and his best friend found some money buried in a field. They split the money evenly, each getting $29. How much money did they find? So I'm going to use M for money. I don't know how much they found, so I'm going to say M. They split it evenly, right? It's Jimmy and his best friend. So there's 2 people. So the money divided by 2 people, it's equal to 29. How much money did they find? So what's M? To get rid of that division, I'm going to multiply both sides by 29. I mean by 2. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. This 2 is what I want to cancel out. 29 times 2 is 58. So they found $58 to begin with. And there you go.